A warm welcome to you all, my dear children. Welcome to Business and Accounting Studies, the last part of the first lesson. As you can remember, we ended our previous session from this table. I'm sure that you remember. This table, we took the screen and I ended the session saying that different stakeholders have different objectives or aims that they are intending to accomplish. That's what my final part sounded like, wasn't it? Yeah, I was talking about objectives of different stakeholders. Right. So we're going to start from that point and move onwards. First of all, I want you to remind yourselves about the stakeholders of a business. Now, who are the stakeholders of a business? I don't need to repeat these things every time that I come on screen, yeah? Because you must be also thinking, why is these things are repeated again and again? But as I told you, children, these areas at the very beginning of your syllabus subject, at the very beginning, these areas carry a lot of weight. Okay, background of business environments. You must be really thoroughly familiar on these things. Right. Owners, managers, employees. Again, owners, managers, and employees. Again, we are going back to these three parties. Internal or external? Internal or external? I'm talking about these three parties. Yes, you are right. They are internal parties. They are internal parties of a business, in the internal environment of a business. Inside, right? And we have separate outside external forces. So internal forces, objectives of each one. What are they trying to accomplish? What are their motives? Purposes, right? So first let's look at owners. Security of investment. Their first and foremost objective or target is having a security of their investment. Now, what is investing? Didn't we talk about what's investing? Yes, we talked about investing money, and that is done by these people, this party, owners. Investing money and the other resources needed to start a business, that is done by the owners. And don't they like expect their money which is invested to be secure? I mean, are they investing money into a business with no expectation? It's not like that, children. They expect something in return from the business, and they hope that the money that they invested is secure, right? It doesn't happen every time. Sometimes they can lose their money. The risk is always there. But they expect or they hope that their money, which is invested to the business, is secured. We all earn money in different manners, in different ways. Yeah. Okay. So security of investment is the first objective. First objective of the owners. Then the return. They are expecting a return, children. Any person, any rational person, a businessman, after investing, after deciding to invest a large amount of money to start a business, they work hard, they commit their lives to make the business a success in order to get a fair return. A fair return. You spend this much and you expect this much to come back, to generate. Generate what? A return. What do you call this return? In business studies, the return which is generated from a business, what? The benefit of the owners that they get from the business. What is that? Profit. Profit, children. Profit. It's here. Okay. Profit is the return. Return of investing money and starting a business, carrying out a business. Return that owners get is the profit. They expect that. Remember, they expect a good profit. So that is the second objective or the aim of owners. All right, growth of the business. Of course, as they go on, the owners, they have a target to expand the business, to grow the business and maybe to become a large-scale business which is spread all over the country. They like it. Yeah, they hope to see growth. It's like a child growing up. The business which they started from a very humble beginning, from a very simple level, they expect this to grow. They work hard, as I said, they commit their lives to make it a success. Successfulness means having more profits, having a good, rapid growth. So growing the business is another objective of the owners, this party. All right, children, let's move down to the next stakeholder in the internal environment. Who is the second? Who is the second? Managers. Managers. Right. What is the first objective or aim of managers? Taking decisions required to achieve the objectives. Now, repeatedly, again and again and again, I have told you that managers are the people who take the decisions regarding the business operations. and they are the people who guide the employees, giving the employees the instructions needed, right, to guide them and to align the employees to achieve the objectives of the business. So their decisions must help the business to achieve its objectives. Right. These things have been repeated several times. So first objective, first aim that managers have is taking decisions in order to achieve the business objectives. Right, so hitting the target or accomplishing the goals of the business is the goal of managers. You get it, right? Implementing those decisions, the decisions must be carried out, worked out, right? Just taking the decisions is not sufficient. Decisions must be carried out, right? They plan the work and they work the plan. Promotions and job satisfaction. Children, managers, they don't expect to be at the same level in the job, in their company, in the business. They expect to advance to higher levels. They need promotions, so that they can get a good salary and status, more command, more power. Everybody likes that, right? So managers, they expect to get promotions and to get promoted, to move up and to advance in their career. Okay, so growth of the business, it is an objective, or it is something that owners like to see, but growing with the business in their career or in their job is something that managers like to see. Growing with the business, right? Advancing in the career. So promotions and job satisfaction. We are moving on. Right, children, employees. Internal or external? Inside or outside? Employees. Of course, internal, right? Receiving a fair wage or a salary. Job security. Employees, they work for a salary. Of course, everybody who's doing a job, they get a job to earn money. Owners get the profit. Managers get a salary. Employees also get a salary. I'm telling you these things because I know, children, you, most of you, maybe not most of you, maybe some of you, you don't have a very clear idea about the structure or about the way business is carried out. Maybe not most of you, but some of you. So to cover all you students who are in different knowledge levels, taking the subject matter from a very simple point and explaining everything. So some people, some children, they think managers are the owners of business, right? I have experienced. I get this type of questions. It can be It can be, children. I told you once, employees in some businesses, like small businesses, micro, small scale businesses, managers are the owners. Owners are the managers. Don't get confused now. What I'm saying is, owners of the business, they don't take another person to manage the business. Owners themselves do the manager's job. That happens very often. So, if there is a separate post or a job given to a separate person as a manager or to act as a manager, if a manager is taken to the business, that manager gets a salary. Okay? So, job satisfaction means he should get a higher salary. I mean, the managers. Employees, they too get a salary, right? Managers get a higher salary. Employees, they get a relatively smaller salary. So, employees, they expect the salary. Most of all, they expect a good salary and job security. You know, nobody likes to live in fear. That's a fact. Nobody likes to live in fear. If the employees of your company, they have a fear of the job they do, they don't have a security, right? They don't have a security, right? Security of their employment, of their job, right? They always fear, oh my God, if I do this wrong, if I take a leave, if I get absent, if my work or the products that are made by me, if something goes wrong, will I lose my job? That is not having a job security, having a fear. Nobody likes it, children. No. So employees must have job security. They must be satisfied and motivated to work without having the fear of losing their job. That is their objective or the aim with the first one, that is having a good salary. Second one is having job security. That's it. All the internal forces or stakeholders. Now, we move out of the business and look at external stakeholders. First one is customers. Look at what their objectives are, children. Obtaining products at a reasonable price. As customers, we always go to a business and we search for a good price. Don't we? I mean, be honest. There are a sector or a separate class of people who do not care about the price. They like it if the price is a higher one. Different customers are there, different categories of customers. They like expensive and higher prices, but most of the general public, they look at the price and they try to bargain. It's too expensive. Can you bring the price down a little bit? Okay, I'll buy 2 if you give at this rate. It happens, right? So they are always trying to get a reasonable price, not a cheap price, a reasonable price, fair price. So obtaining products at a reasonable price. That's the main objective of customers. Then obtaining quality products. We always look at the products. We check the manufacturer, we check the ingredients, we check the packaging, we check the quality. Right? As customers, we always do that. There you go. That is another aim or objective of customers. Right. Yeah, we are done with the two objectives of customers and suppliers. Children, who suppliers are, we have learned. We have learned who suppliers are. If I ask you, can you give me a good answer? Yes, you. What is that? Good. Suppliers. Suppliers are the people or the parties outside our business who provide, who supply the required raw materials and other supplies. People or parties outside the business who provide the business with the required things, raw materials. We have learned that. They have this objective in their mind. Okay? Securing orders continuously. They like to get our orders continuously. Right? They don't like if the business goes to another supplier. Because obviously they can sell more and more products to us, to our business. They can supply more profit for them. So they don't like if our business is going to another supplier. They don't like it. So they want to secure orders continuously. Get orders from us continuously. Okay? Obtaining money without a delay. What if we contact the suppliers, give them the order, and after they bring the supply of whatever, after they provide us with the order, we don't pay them. We just delay the payment. Is that good? Well, might be good for us, but they don't like it. That is one of their main objectives, children. Getting the money without delay. There you go. Getting the money for their goods or the materials they supplied. All right. Internal parties 1, 2, 3. And external parties 1. Let's take a different color, shall we? 1, 2. Are there any other external parties outside the business? Any other stakeholders? I mean, apart from customers and suppliers? Sure, of course. Here you go. I'm going to take this party, competitors. Let's look at what their objectives are. Determining the prices of own products to face competition. Can you remember how I explained competitors to you? I gave a very good explanation, a long one. Of course you remember. I took the example of Marie biscuits. I showed you Tikiri Mari and Gold Mari. Yes, you remember, right? So Tikiri Mari is a product which is produced by Munchie company. But Gold Mari is a product, or it's a good, which is produced by another company, that is the Maliban company. So Munchie and Maliban produce the same product, that is the Mari biscuits, and they are competitors. They compete with each other. Yeah. So let's take the Munchie company and we'll try to find out what their objectives are. If we take Munchie company, the competitor is Maliban. If we are Munchie, our competitor is Maliban. So what the Maliban company has in their mind? Determining the prices of own products. What does that mean? Children, they look at our products. I mean, we are the Munchie company, right? Yes, we are Munchie. They look at our products. Okay? They check the price of Munchie Tikiri Mari. That is our product. And they decide the price of Gold Mari, their product. So that is one of the intentions or objectives competitors have. Pricing their own products compared, like looking at the price, by looking at the price of our product. That is what this point means. That's what this means. And to face competition. That's an important thing, of course. If one company cannot face the competition, if they cannot face the competition coming from other competitors, they can't survive in the market. They have to face the competition, right? They have to face the competition. So they are having an eye on us. The competitors always have an eye on us, on our business. Let's take a simple example. A service station, a car detailing center, right? There are many places, many different businesses. And we take our car to get it serviced, to get it washed. Let's say the place that we go, then the name of the place is Magic Touch. Yeah. That service station, Magic Touch, has a experienced, skilled, very skilled employee, a serviceman. He knows how to wash a car. He does it better than anyone, right? When he washes a car, the car looks like simply clean and shiny. Everything is done properly. If that service station has those type of employees, dedicated, committed employees, the customers are satisfied to go and to have a service again, and to go again, and to go again and again. If the customers are satisfied, right? The competitors in the area, other service stations, let's say Premier Car Service or CarePoint, those services always have their eye on those employees of Magic Touch. They try to train their employees to give a good wash, to give a good service. Right? That's why they have an eye on our business. That is how they face competition. Right. So the third party in the external environment, competitors. Next, we are going to talk about the government. The government. Collecting taxes. Do you know how the government gets the income? A government of a country, how, let's take Sri Lankan government, our country. How does the government gets the income? Mostly via taxes. Mostly through taxes. Who pays taxes? Who pays taxes to the government? Us. Children. We pay taxes. We, the general public, the citizens of the people of the country. We pay taxes to the government. So they collect. That is their main income. Okay. So government is taxing the people, the individuals, and business organizations too. Alright, so they are interested in our business as a stakeholder to collect taxes. Okay, you must have heard your fathers, your brothers, businessmen, if you have businessmen in your family, talking about paying taxes. They are reluctant, right? They say, taxes, it's such a headache. Huh? They do things to, slip away without paying the taxes. But it's not good. As, citizens of the country, we have a responsibility on our hands, right? We have that responsibility of paying taxes. So they are interested, they means the government, in order to collect the taxes. Generating employment opportunities. They provide facilities to businesses like infrastructure facilities. Government provides facilities. They facilitate business. Government facilitates business. Right? Government facilitate businesses in order to get a return, to get something back for the country. Mostly, they expect businesses to generate employment opportunities, give jobs to people, because it's good on the country, or it's better for the country if more people are employed. Right? That's an objective of the government. So government expects businesses to give out jobs to the people. That is what is meant by generating employment opportunities. Then increasing the domestic production. The production of the country, the gross domestic production. You're going to learn these things in the future, not now. We are not going into detail. The production of the country, right? Just like I said earlier, government facilitates businesses, providing facilities like infrastructure facilities and tax incentives and various types of facilities. They facilitate businesses in order to increase the domestic production, right? To grow, businesses to grow. They help businesses to grow and produce more. That is what meant by increasing the domestic production. These are the objectives or aims of the government as a stakeholder, what they expect. Then community, right? This is the fourth external stakeholder. Then we are moving on to the fifth stakeholder, that is community. All right, analyzing whether the business activities are conducted in an environmentally friendly manner. You know about community, right? We talked about community in the previous session. The local community, the people who are around your business organization, right? The people who are living in the area. Those people, they don't like their area being polluted. They will protest against you, okay? So you have to be environmentally friendly. If you are doing a production business, if you are having a factory, whatever the business is, you have to be environmentally friendly. Do not pollute the environment. It's not good for the area, not good for the entire region and the whole country. So as a stakeholder, community always expect you to be environmentally friendly, to keep the area clean, not to pollute the area, and to have a good, a benefit. And they expect you would give a good positive outcome, right? Maybe to develop the area, their neighborhood. Then they will, be supportive. They will be supportive. Do not forget what I said earlier when we were discussing about community. Do you remember? Yes, children, I said most of your customers might be in the local community. So you don't want to make them upset. Community. Next objective, analyzing whether business contributes to the social welfare. I already explained that. Yes, they analyze whether you are giving a positive outcome to develop or to improve their neighborhood. So community has these expectations as a stakeholder. Future investors. We talked about future investors. I told you that investors are the people who are ready to invest money in your business. Why do they do that? They like to get a good return. When they invest money in a business, all they expect is a good return. They invest money with the expectation, with the hope that the business will generate a good return. You know the return, what return is, right? The return is profit. So they expect a good return, and as a stakeholder, they expect to take decisions on investment, to decide whether they are going to invest or not, right? As an investor, as a stakeholder, they take their decisions on their investments, right? Expecting a good return. That's what they look for in your business, right? Last party, right? Last party in the external environment, the last stakeholder, is financial institutions, right? Collecting loans and advances given, providing more loans and more advances. Do you want to see our example we took to discuss about financial institutions? There you go. Financial institutions. Financial institutions. including banks. Yeah, we had a good talk about banks, right? Why are they interested as a stakeholder in your business? Why are they interested in your business? They like to provide loans. That's what they do. So they are interested in your business in order to see whether your business is running properly, whether it's stable, whether it's going to collapse, bankrupt. Why? Why are they interested in those things? To collect loans given to you and to give more loans to you. Right? So that's what their objectives are. Right, children? We talked about many internal and external stakeholders and what their intentions are. Some have open intentions, some have hidden intentions, secret intentions. They don't like to show that they have these intentions, but they have these intentions. Well, most of the time they are open intentions, right? So intentions or motives or objectives of different stakeholders. We are done with that. Last part of the first lesson, children. Contributions. Wow. What does that mean? Contributions. Well, they expect many things from a business. These stakeholders, they expect many things. They look for many things. But what do they give to the business in order to get a return, get their expectations? What do they give? Here you go. Let's take from the internal stakeholders. Owners, they give capital. They give their dedication. And sometimes they act as managers. Yes, we talked about this thing several times. They invest capital, they give their dedication to develop the business, they provide supervising or managing the business. They do supervising of the business, they do the managing of the business. Most of the time, smaller businesses, children, large-scale businesses, larger businesses, they have different separate persons for separate tasks. They have appointed separate persons to manage separate tasks like finance manager, marketing manager, HR manager, operations manager, different managers for different tasks. But in smaller businesses, small scale businesses such as small production businesses, they most of the time in these businesses, owners act as the managers. They themselves come and work in the business, right? So they provide supervising. That is what they give, what they contribute. Managers implementing the business plans. Managers implementing business plans appropriately and taking the correct decisions. That's what they give. All right. Employees, staff members, appropriately completing the tasks given. They should do their job, do the job properly. That's what they give. Appropriately completing their jobs, the tasks. Increasing the productivity of labor. They should be more productive, efficient. You know the word, right? Efficient. Efficient. Running here and there and, coordinating with other employees, working as a team and producing quality goods and in the level that they are expected to. They must reach the level. If that means if 100 products, 100 goods, items or units should be produced, they should every day hit that target. Make the goods, make the 100 items every day. So, and they should increase it. They should increase it, the productivity. Right, employees. Suppliers, what do they provide? What do they give? What is their contribution? Supplying quality raw materials continuously. Do not bring in cheap, do not bring in low quality stuff. As a business, we produce good quality products. In order to do that, we must get quality raw materials. Bring only the quality raw materials and make it on time. We don't command suppliers like that, but we make sure that they do. They do a good job. They provide quality raw materials to us and they continue to do that. We must make sure. All right, children? So that is what the contribution of suppliers. And on time. Supplying on time. Government. Well, they must provide the facilities as we discussed. The different facilities like the infrastructure, roads, carpeted roads, electricity supply, water supply, harbors for importing and exporting business, it's vital. Harbors which can accommodate ships and dockyards which can accommodate thousands and thousands of container boxes. Harbors in the country. Airports. The government must supply these facilities. That's what I meant previously by infrastructure facilities. So these facilities should be provided by government for the entire country, not to a single business. And to a single business, we expect them to provide incentives, friendly incentives, tax incentives, and like import and export businesses have import quotas. These things you're going to learn in the future. In the second lesson, these things will be repeated, I told you, in a detailed manner. So government is expected to contribute in this manner, facilitating businesses by providing infrastructure facilities and other incentives. Right, children, I'm happy to inform you that the first lesson is over. In terms of contributions, that is the very last ending part of the lesson. In terms of contributions of different stakeholders in your syllabus, only these stakeholders are taken. Not all the stakeholders are taken. Owners, managers and employees, the internal stakeholders, and suppliers, government. External stakeholders, only these two, suppliers and government. With that, we come to an end and we are done with the first lesson, children. I hope to see you soon with the second lesson of your syllabus, that is business environments. So thank you very much. See you.